Hello, myself Pallavi Jitendra Kumar Bhalirao from VIT University Chennai, and I am going to explain the core functionalities of operating system. First of all, we'll see the introduction of operating system. The operating system is the core software component of your computer. It is an interface between your computer and the outside world. As we all know that operating system is the first software to get installed on a computer system. It performs various tasks such as it is used to start up your computer, and once the computer is started up and running, the operating system manages the system resources. The operating system is the set of programs that control a computer. It provides a pleasant and effective interface between user and the hardware. Here, the diagrammatic representation of how the operating system performs various tasks is that it recognizes the input from the keyboard and then it sends the output to display it on the screen, keeping track of the files and directories on the disk, controlling the peripheral devices such as printers and the disk driver. This all is managed by the operating system. The core functions of operating systems are user interface, process management, multitasking, memory management, file management, security management, communication management, and many other tasks are there of operating system. User interface. User interface facilitates communication between user and the operating system. User interface controls how you enter data and instruction and how information is displayed on the screen. User interface has two forms, that is command line. In the command line, it includes text-based and key commands. Example for this is MS-DOS and Linux. For graphical user interface, it is visual management. An example is our Windows. With the graphical user interface, we can interact with the visual images. The diagrammatic representation of the task that performed by the operating system is the user interface is that operating system, it can provide the user interface between the user and the hardware. Process management. Process management is the integral part of the modern operating system. The operating system allocates resources to processors, enable processors to share and exchange information, and enable synchronization among the processes. By the operating system manages many kinds of activity, start to shut down, creating and deletion of user and system resources. There are 5 process states, that is new, ready, running, waiting, and terminated. When a process enters in a new the start stage of the process is the new. After, when the resources are allocated to the process, it goes into the ready state, and then it goes into the running state. And when from the running state, if an interrupts occur, it can go into the waiting state. And the last stage is the terminated state. Multitasking. Multitasking allows several programs to be active at the same time. Although at an instant in the time CPU is doing only one instruction from one of the active program. Since programs are so fast, the operating system can switch the program that gets to execute on the CPU so quickly. This allows the computer to be listening for incoming instant message. For instance, while you use a word processor to write a paper, the operating system is able to keep track of where you are in this task and go from one task to the another task. Mainly, multitasking means simultaneously performing many tasks. The operating system performs the word, email, web, and many other tasks at the one time, and this all is managed by the operating system with the help of the CPU. Memory management. Memory management keeps track of status of each memory location, either allocated or free. It determines how memory is allocated among computing processes, deciding which gets memory, when they receive it, and how much they are allocated. The process management performs many tasks, that is paging, dynamic loading, and linking, swapping. I would like to explain the process of swapping. In this mechanism, a process can be temporarily swapped out of the memory and it can be stored in the backing store and then brought back into the memory for the execution. Whether to swap or not to swap, it depends on the physical address and the address binding method which is used. Security management. Security management ensures security for a computer system from various threats such as virus attacks and unauthorized access. Security management means Unauthorized access is denied. An operating system uses various techniques such as authentication, authorization, cryptography for the security of a computer system. By security management, operating system manages many tasks such as alert messages, dialog boxes, firewall, and password. File management. File management system is one of the most visible component of the operating system. It consists of system utility programs that run as a privileged applications. Input to application is means by a file and output is saved in a file for a long-term storage. The file management system is a program used to organize and keep track of files. The tasks performed by the file management system are creating files and directory, renaming files, copying and moving files, deleting files. Communication management. Communication management means is the systematic planning, implementing, monitoring and revising of all channels of communication within an organization and between the organization. It also includes the organization and dissemination of new communication directive connected within an organization or a network. Example, one computer can communicate with other computer in the LAN and WAN. Aspects of communication management include developing corporate communication strategy, designing internal and external communication directive, and managing the flow of information, including online communication. Thank you.